everyone, Ja here. I'm very excited for this read. This will be the first communal read that I do on this Patreon. The goal is to be doing them every month from my Carinae constellations. I would like to thank you all so very much for being my patrons, for being here with me, for sticking around. Thank you so much. I'm loving the feedback. I'm loving everything about this, and I'm very happy that you can come on this journey with me here as well too. It's not just about, me teaching you. This is also very much so a learning experience for myself as well too, learning to become a teacher. So thank you so much for being here with me. So let's go ahead and get started on what this read is today. So I'll be pulling from a few decks for this communal read. We're going to be pulling from the traditional Rider-Waite deck, and trust me, this was not easy for me to decide. I have so many decks to choose from, but because, I've been teaching the class with the Rider-Waite deck, I think my first communal pull is going to be with this Rider-Waite deck. I'm then also going to be pulling from a couple of my favorite oracle decks. One, the Chakra Empowerment deck, which is going to give us some information about some of the specific chakras that we have and that energy that's been flowing for us on a communal basis. And then also one of my closest oracle decks to my heart, the Louisiana Oracle deck. We're going to be pulling a couple cards from this one as well too. Everything that I do is very much so intuitive based. For those who don't know, I am an ancestral medium and diviner, which means that the readings that I do is coming from the ancestral realm. So from those who are human, who have been human at some point, so that also includes elevated spirit guides as well too, and are here to help to guide us and lead us, but still have a very much so human experience or human connection at some point. So that's just a bit about where I receive my divine, connection to in regards to reads. For me, the cards are a tool that help me to clarify those sort of readings that we're beginning for us, for myself, or whether it be a client or a family or friend, or the community like it is going to be today. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and start with just some prayers over this read so that we can have our energy attuned specifically for what the community is needing. Dear benevolent, elevated ancestors and spirit guides, I ask that you provide us with the intuition, clarity, and insight for this read today. I ask that you allow me to be able to bring the message for the community's highest good and for our highest success and our highest prosperity. Please allow me to be able to clearly receive the messages that you are wanting to send for the community today underneath this Aquarius full moon. I ask that you allow everyone to be able to also receive the messages that I am giving, and I be able to have the clarity to speak those messages that you are giving to me, so they can also be able to live on the road, live in a path that is successful for their highest goods and their highest need. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the pool. So just a bit about how I shuffle my cards. A lot of people do it a lot of different ways. For me personally, I just shuffle until the cards come out. So what I'll probably be doing today is, the first card, Hierophant. Before I start with the read, just let you know, I'll probably be doing a full 10 card spread today. 5 main cards and then 5 clarification cards, and then we'll see how many we get to once we start pulling some oracle cards for us. So with the Hierophant, for those who cannot see, I'm going to go ahead and with the Hierophant, that is definitely in regards to wisdom. It is regards to gaining wisdom, needing spiritual guidance, needing a teacher, needing to move forward. And it doesn't necessarily mean that, it doesn't always mean like a physical person. It just means gaining knowledge and wisdom from a place that's higher than yourself. So that could be in the form of books. That could be in the form of, you know, just resourcefulness and trying to study. And that is, I feel like, especially underneath this Aquarian full moon, that is asking us to go above and beyond outside of ourselves to find resources to gain knowledge. This is really a time when we need to be gaining that knowledge for ourselves, expanding our realm, looking for mentors. All right, and then we have the King of Pentacles card. So that really is talking about having a lot of being able to successfully ground yourself, because the Pentacles is an earth card. It is representation of the earth, of our foundation. Even though that can also be financially, physically, and financially as well too. A lot of times that talks about bringing a lot of grounding. And with that, we also have the Empress card, which is a beautiful second card, a beautiful third card to come out, because the Empress is representation of Venus, a Venusian energy, and that's sitting right here in the center of this read. With that, it's talking a lot about standing in your power as standing in your Venusian power, standing in that sort of Venus energy, and not just in regards to like self-love and beauty, but Venus also has a warrior side. Venus also has, you know, there's the morning star and the evening star. So with this Venusian energy, definitely make sure that, you know, she's on her throne. She's sitting on her throne. This is a queen. This is someone who's in charge of herself. So making sure that not only are you pouring back into yourself, but part of that self-love energy as well too is making sure that you're setting up the boundaries that you're needing as well. So we're going to get to clarification for that, but that's just some ongoing themes. If there's someone out there who's needing that, you're feeling like part of that self-love is setting up boundaries for yourself. Don't forget that. Okay. We have the 10 of Swords, which the 10 of Swords, most people see that, they start freaking out because it's a guy with 10 swords in his back. But I'm here to tell you that the 10 of Swords means that the 10 means completion, and especially when it's been in reverse like this, the 10 not only means that the battle is over and the battle is done that you have been going through, it also talks about how we need to transmute that energy of feeling defeated and stand up for ourselves. So if you are also in this place where you're just like, I don't know if I can make it, I don't know if I can do it, just know that you know, there's an end to everything, and you need to stand up and pick up all the swords that have been thrown at you and use them to make sure that you don't let this happen again. You know, fortify yourself, which is back to that King of Pentacles energy about really fortifying yourself. And with the Hierophant coming out first, it can talk about a lot of times fortifying yourself in regards to learning new practices, learning new ways to fortify yourself. you can't just be a one trick pony, right? You have to set up multiple layers of protection. You have to know multiple ways of getting to your goals, right? You need to be able to have multiple plans, multiple streams of income, multiple ways of knowing how to love yourself. So the last main card that we pulled is the Five of Cups. And this Five of Cups card is in reverse, and it talks of a man who, you know, all he is looking at are all the cups that have been spilt over, not even noticing and turning his back to things that he still has. So even though you are coming from this very defeated place, it feels like you can't find the love within yourself. It feels like you can't find your foundation within yourself. You need to learn that your cups, you still have things. And honestly, the cups that spilled over weren't fortified or grounded enough to be in your life anyway. So why are you obsessing over them? You need to stay focused on what you do have and get up again and continue to fight for what you're wanting in life. Okay, so let's get some clarification on these cards. First, we're going to pull for the Hierophant. Okay, so we got the Six of Wands in regards to clarification for the Hierophant. And if you've read the Leo post already, you would know that the Six of Wands is representation of the second deacon within Leo season. It is in reverse because it feels like a lot of people may not be able to accept the rewards that they are deserving. It feels like you aren't being rewarded for your work, essentially. With this being the clarification of the Hierophant, it's saying that, you know, you may not be feeling the reward yet at this point, but they're coming. It's on its way. Because even though it's in reverse, the Six of Wands really is in reverse or upright is a pretty good card to be getting. But in regards to this Hierophant card, you need to be being able to actually, you know, listen to the teaching. You need to actually go in and study for yourself and be able to rely on that mentor to be able to see the rewards that you are receiving. All right, again, clarification for the King of Pentacles. This is also somebody who has probably, you bought a bunch of books, but you haven't been reading them. Going back to this, you can't just, buying the book isn't just receiving the knowledge, you know. You have to actually read the book to receive the reward of the knowledge. Okay, so I really like this card in clarification of the King of Pentacles. We got the World card. And the World card is really about receiving all of those rewards. And for those of us who are going to find that foundation, find our, you know, our base, find really access that root chakra for ourselves, we are going to be given the world. So really what you're feeling like I'm not really getting the rewards right away. Trust me, you have to work for the rewards, but once you actually do and you decide to set up that foundation that you're going to have, you will be very successful. You will receive completely everything that you are looking for. If you can see here with this card on the World card for the Rider-Waite deck, it is someone who has two wands in their hands, which means that they have that flow of energy coming and going from both directions. They're surrounded by a giant wreath, which wreaths in the Rider-Waite deck definitely represent like success. They're surrounded by success, and then they have everything around them. They have the beasts of the land. They have that Leo energy, right? With that lion card, with that strength card. They have the Taurus energy of like success, like that foundation and moving forward. They have that air energy with that bird in the sky, right? So they have all of the elements that, and then this is representation more so of beauty and human, human thoughts, and also in regards to the knights and that chariot action of moving forward as well too, because this is a representation also of that knight within the chariot card from Cancer season. So with all of those things, all the elements coming together, you will have a complete full world of what you're waiting and what you're looking for, as long as you can feel rooted and find your foundation within this knowledge that you're receiving, within the spiritual awakening that you're receiving as well too. You will be able to have full success of understanding, of feeling grounded, of acknowledging who you are. All right, let's get clarification for the Empress card. Okay, so in regards to this Venusian Venus energy, this is talking about the Six of Cups, but it's in reverse. So maybe for some of us, there is this instance of maybe an actual love life partner where we just feel like they're not really coming through with that sort of new energy. You haven't been receiving your flowers like you should have. But this could also be in regards to friendships showing you love, because Venus is representation of all love. So this can be a representation of familial love, of friendship love, of romantic love, of self-love, of you not receiving the flowers that you deserve. Because if you look within the Six of Cups, it is talking about full cups of flowers, and there's, a little boy bringing a girl flowers, but it's in reverse, so you're not getting that. You deserve to be poured into, not only from yourself, but from the people around you, to show you the love that you deserve. You've been working very hard on yourself. Stop beating yourself up and stop allowing others to tell you about who you are and how you decide to love. Whether that is whether you love yourself or someone else is loving you, or you showing love in specific ways. Stop allowing other people to not bring you your flowers, because you've been working very, very hard on yourself. Okay? You deserve, okay? That's all I'm going to say. You deserve. And anything that's not allowing you to feel that sort of love in your life probably should be going. That's probably also why you've been feeling so defeated lately. You're like, am I even doing what's right? Where are my rewards? Where is this feeling of success? It is coming. You just need to have the people around you and your own mindset know that you are not within lack of what you're doing. Have more confidence. And that is exactly also the Sun card that just came out as well too. The Sun card is representation of feeling more confident within yourself. It is that feeling of bringing success and reward. So even though it may feel like you have been fighting a battle, struggling very much so, you do not have to worry about that. That is going to bring you to your success. All the hard work that you've been doing, all the battles that you have been fighting, they are going to give you your reward. If you see on the Sun card, which the Sun card is representation of the planet, the Sun, of course. So that sort of energy about bringing, you know, success and brightness over everything. You know, to see the sunflowers in the back. You see the baby riding the horse, which is about newness, which is about rebirth, which is about feeling free and childlike. And so if you have been feeling like you have just been down and defeated, don't worry about that. Success is coming your way. The sun is going to shine on you another day, and it's going to happen way sooner than what you think if you haven't started to feel it already. Embrace this Leo season. Embrace this sun. Embrace this changes that you're going through. Learn to love and pour into yourself. Have that power. Step into your power. Step into who you are, because you are deserving to shine bright. And don't let anyone and their words get you down, because the Ten of Swords is really over about the swords is regards to the winds and regards to the communication. So don't let anyone sidestep you from your journey. Don't let anyone sidestep you from where you are wanting to go. Bask in the glory of who you are as yourself. And then the very last card, which is one of my most favorite, is the Magician card. This card is really about stepping into your power. So for this being the clarification of the Five of Cups, there are powers, there are attunements that you have, there are qualifications that you have, and you haven't been acknowledging them because you're just like, oh, well, I'm not good at this over here. Stop looking at the cups that are no longer there to serve you. Look at what you do have. You have the ability to create your own surroundings, to create your own destiny, to create your life. And you need to focus in on that and attune in on that. Allow yourself to utilize the tools that you have to create the world and the realities that you have been dreaming of. The rewards don't always fall in our lap. Sometimes we need to study, right? We need to study and reconvene on where we're wanting to go. But you have the foundation to get to your successes. Allow yourself to feel a sort of love and gratitude, right? You have to... Creating a world around you starts with gratitude and abundance. So give yourself those flowers, give your people those flowers, and love. Send love and gratitude out to the universe. Stop feeling defeated. Step into your power. Show off who you are. Stop looking at the cups that have fallen to the floor and actually utilize the tools that you have and step into the power that you have to create your dreams for yourself, because you have the tools to be able to do it. Okay. I think that's a... If you didn't hear that, if you didn't hear that, I don't know what else. Stop allowing people to come down and defeat you. Don't have that diffuse attitude about yourself. Give yourself your flowers. You're doing a good job, sweetie. The rewards are on the way. Manifest that shit for yourself. Create your world. All right, so I'm feeling like I'm going to next pull from the Chakra Empowerment deck that I have here. This is a beautiful deck made by a Black woman from the UK, Caroline Shola Arewa. Highly suggest this deck if you are looking for a deck in regards to just chakra reads, and also yeah, it's a very nice deck. I highly suggest it. If you have questions about it, just put them in the comment section. So I think I'm going to pull 3 cards from this Chakra Empowerment deck to just help us to clarify on this read. Okay, so what did I tell y'all about grounding? We got the root chakra card. Have the courage to ground energy and take action now. Okay? So we need to be stepping into our grounding. We need to be settling into, our foundations. We need to really taking a look about what is foundationally making us who we are. So a lot of root chakra energy, especially with that King of Pentacles card that first came out in the read. A lot of times grounding can also be dealing with shadow work. So, who in here is not focusing in on their shadow work? I've given you all a lot of it. So, the birth of creativity. Embrace the new, release perfection, allow progress. So, also in regards, this is the sacral chakra energy, which is once again that sort of lower vibrational energy. This is definitely water energy. It is talking about creation, that sacral energy, that womb energy, that sort of sitting in the form of creation, that area right beneath the belly button. And everybody has the sacral energy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody has a sacral chakra energy. You don't need a physical womb for that to be. When I say womb, I don't necessarily mean a physical womb. I'm meaning the birth from our lower belly that allows us to birth and create. So we need to be getting back to grounding ourselves and remembering who we are. Okay? Allow yourself to be spontaneous and to create. Shine. That sun card, you guys? Shine. Create. The Magician card talks about creating. All right, let's do one last card. Okay. And then this last card, which is over the heart chakra, which makes a lot of sense because we have the Empress come out, which is Venus. And it says, let your heart be as light as Ma'at's feather. Forgive yourself. So if you know anything about the deity Ma'at, Ma'at is the one in the Egyptian pantheon who weighs the hearts of the deceased to see if they can, if they can ascend or if they need to go back to earth and try again. This is talking about allowing yourself to forgive the things that you have done or think that you have done that have been incorrect. Don't be so hard on yourself, which is also back to that Ten of Swords. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself some grace. Allow to give yourself some grace, because having restrictions over your heart doesn't allow you to feel balanced. And you're just like, oh, why does everything feel so out of whack? Why does everything feel so, like I'm just unstable? And a lot of times, yes, you need to ground yourself, but also you need to balance out that sort of center energy around your heart and forgive the things that you have, or at least that you have felt, you have allowed. Because we are human. We are allowed to make mistakes. That is fine. But forgive that and, remember to come back to the foundations of who you are so that you can create again. Okay. And then the very last card that I'll be pulling is, it's a very special deck for me because this is the deck that I used to pull for my ancestor altar. And I typically only pull a single card, so I think I'm going to be doing the same just to kind of close off this read for us today. I hope that you have enjoyed, by the way. Please leave feedback for me within the comment section. So we're going to close with this Louisiana Oracle card. Fool. Okay, And so the very last card that we have here is success. Okay? Do you see that sun energy? Do you see that sun energy in the back? Not only is there sun energy here, right? We have the wings, which is a representation of taking off, showing that power, showing that inner truth, having the success shine bright out of you. We have that sort of red energy, which is associated with that root chakra, right? We have that orange energy, which is associated with that sacral chakra energy as well too, that we just pulled from the chakra cards, and really soaring off. And this is surrounded by this is actually a luck charm that is utilizing Chinese coins that was actually used a lot within hoodoo within Louisiana, that it was meant to bring success and prosperity and wealth. And it's sitting above what is essentially like a bed of water here, but it's inflamed, it's engulfed, right? So that water is representation also of that sacral chakra energy, and allowing that to burn through, allowing that to shine bright, to bring yourself success. So really anything that you don't get from out of this reading is that you will have success. You will have the ability to have everything that you are looking for. We did get that World card and the Magician card, but there's a lot of people here who are looking at the cups of the past that can no longer fulfill them and is giving them anxieties. Break free from that. Ground yourself. Forgive yourself. It's time to start learning and creating again. Renew. And a lot of us actually need to go to the water. A lot of us need to go to the water. Take those spiritual baths. Get in the ocean. Get in the lakes. Bathe yourself in the waters. Especially around this new moon, this full moon energy. Bathe yourself. Renew yourself. Wash away everything that no longer resonates with you anymore. And with that, I'm going to go ahead, close out the read. Thank you for joining us. I'm just going to thank our ancestors and benevolent ancestors and spirit guides for joining us today to allow this read for the community underneath this Aquarian full moon. I hope you have enjoyed. Blessings to you all, and have a very happy Leo season.